DegloireSpace signing in. Dating advice to women and to men is very, very destructive. Even though there's a lot of truth in it, and that I will not deny it. Now, some people will argue against that and say, but we're making the men aware, or we're making the women aware. For example, telling them that men are gonna waste their time. Telling the men they're only after your status and your money. But the thing is, those things, you can't really make people aware of them. Because though they are happening, yes, there are women who the moment they get into a relationship, they're expecting a certain amount of money. They look at a person very differently when they have status versus when they don't have status. And yes, there are men who don't know what they want, who approach women without an intention to expand the relationship further. However, even with that, I don't believe that you should be entering a relationship looking at the woman saying to yourself, oh, she wants me for my money. She only likes me because I'm tall. She only likes me because of my status. That is the wrong approach. While there are things that people make choices on, like, certain factors of, physical attributes or financial, but there is a possibility that this is not the whole thing that particular person sees. Rather than going in defensively, be aware of the situation. That is better. So you observe and see. Don't go in with the feeling, every woman's after my money. Rather, you have a look. As you are dealing with this woman, see, how does she treat you if you do a cheaper date? So for example, take her out on a date, and this date's gonna cost you, $40. Just 2 burgers. She's not happy, then that's your answer. But if she's happy, then that's it. You've been able to give somebody within your means. And if you're feeling that I'm gonna go in this relationship, even if it was a 1-day relationship, a quick exchange, there's always some form of give and take. And you should be okay with that. Don't go beyond what you can afford. Don't go beyond what you can do. And here, yes, if a woman comes in and she's aggressive about what she wants financially, that's it. That person, they don't qualify for you. Like, you should understand that. You don't want that. Even if you had $1 million, do you still want a woman like that? Like, that's your question here. You need to make these decisions by observing behavior, not by coming in and having already an idea or a decision that this is what this person is going to be like. And then you go in, you don't really have fun. You're thinking more about your defense situation. You're thinking, if she asks for an extra dessert, that's it. That means she's after my money. Like, you can't be going in. That anxiety, that paranoia is going to reflect on you, and you won't be easy. You won't be free-flowing. And then you have the opposite when all these coaches that are telling women, if he doesn't do this by the second date, doesn't do that by... You are hurting that woman's chance of finding someone who loves her. And yes, you might say, but love doesn't build anything, love doesn't do... You're wrong. You are utterly wrong. A man who falls in love for a woman is prepared to go the extra mile for her. A man who falls in love with a woman can generate energy to do things, to go out of their comfort zone. They are willing to do that. And by you giving this unsolicited advice, it is unsolicited because you're not teaching the person to be aware and to treat each individual differently. Not all men are the same. Not all women are the same. Think of it the same as if you're going to a doctor. He can't just say, based on the last man or the last woman's blood samples, I'm going to give you this medication. They need to take it on a case-to-case. And now, what's funny is that now, as science is progressing, they're finding that even medication that you generally say, this is for headaches, this is for that, they're finding that when they do a genetic testing, they find that certain genetics take this medication better, certain take that better. So That unsolicited advice, that advice that you're just giving out blanket, you are hurting people. You're getting people to think something. Then when they find a person that they love, and you got these people on the back of their mind telling them, hey, is he giving you? Has he offered you? Has he that? Or same thing with the man. What you're doing, if you're giving this advice without giving them some tools of intelligence, sure, you can say, in general, this is what happens. Yes, sure, you can say there's nature, psychologically speaking, this is the way it seems to work. Okay, it always comes down to a case-by-case study. No two people are the same, and if you're seeing that people are the same, then it's not the people that are the same, it's your perception. You have started looking for this particular thing everywhere you go. Sure, there are some common factors. Sure, there could be a general trend these days for men to go in like that and for women to go in like that. But it's not because of nature. It's because we're sitting there putting these things in people's minds. You've had 5 dates with him. He hasn't offered you this? Why don't you look into your heart and see how you feel? Why don't you look at the person? You're just trying to settle. Settling days are finished. Those days when people used to just settle for anything and anyone, or being forced to marry because they have to. And funny enough, now people are looking back and saying those were the good days. Those were the good old days where a woman would be forced to marry. Their marriage would be prearranged. Now people are looking back because people are so desperate. They're starting to think, you know what? That's the way it worked. No, that was a phase. We don't know. No one knows what model is best. No one knows. There are cases where that works and there are cases where that doesn't work. And you can't come around now and say, oh, but look at the divorce rates, they're so much higher. Naturally they're higher. The world is changed. Look at the belief systems that we have now. Look at what we know with sciences. I could make an argument that back when people lived in village tribes, when there were still nomadic, relationships were working. Hey, they were working. Everybody fathered the kids, everybody mothered the kids, right? That was working. So you can't be selective. We need to look at each case. Each time you meet somebody, meet them for real. Get to know them for real and be observant. And if they're in just for a good time, believe me, it won't last long. A man gets attached through a good time. A woman gets attached through repetitive signs of security and somebody that she depends on. Now, if you meet somebody and they don't fall in love with you and you're trying to make them fall in love with you, don't overdo it. Don't overdo it, because you never want to be the person that they settle for. Not the woman, not the man. Don't be the person they settle for. Not in this day and age. The reason I say that is because if a man settles for you, he's gonna cheat on you. If a woman settles for you, she's gonna cheat on you. And if they don't have the guts to cheat on you, they're not gonna be happy. And when you're not happy, you don't give your best. You don't look forward to it. You don't want to hang out with this person. You don't enjoy their company. You're just there. And then you wonder why your kids, they're not full of love. These kids lack that quality because mom and dad didn't love each other, and they're not gonna give that fruit their all. It might happen sometimes with compensation. They might compensate that love and give it to the kids. And as I was saying before, times have changed. So many married men do porn. In the old days, men didn't have that choice. And you can't say to me, oh, that's why the old times are better. We're not going back to the old times. The old times are over. We need to look at what we have now. What works now? How has the world progressed? And going back to, I'm gonna be ultra conservative and conservatism is what's gonna work. You are wrong. It's not gonna work. Divorce rates are still gonna go up. What are you gonna do? Just isolate your women and your men? isolate your kids, isolate your families. That's what you're going to do. We're just going to go back through the old cycle of the 1970s and 1960s, or the 1950s even, where people were secluded and controlled and isolated, that it exploded. We had the opposite happen. And that's the way the pendulum keeps going. Heavy left, heavy right, heavy left, heavy right. We need a balance. What's the balance? Being aware. Use the science and the technology that we have now to better the quality of your lives. Include that information that you learned about women, about men, but look at it. It's not all correct. Some of it does not apply to certain women. Some of it does not apply to certain men. Some of it does not apply to certain situation. Nothing is going to take the place of your intelligence working. DegloireSpace signing out.